Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of Chiang Mai Revisited, where we're going to be exploring the very well known temple Wat Chedi, Luang, and also some of the markets. Hi guys, welcome to part 3 of Chiang Mai Revisited, and as you can see we are standing outside Bhubing Palace, and I was hoping to be able to take you guys on a tour around the palace. Having not visited the palace on previous visits to Chiang Mai, I was looking forward to visiting the palace and the grounds, as I had heard that they are very beautiful and well worth the visit. Unfortunately, after purchasing the entrance ticket, which was 200 baht per person if memory serves me right, I was then informed at the entrance to the palace that my clothing was inappropriate, even though I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt and had just come from visiting 2 temples. They then proceeded to explain that only long sleeve shirts and trousers would be acceptable to enter the palace. This is the same for both women and men, and I would be able to rent the suitable items from one of the vendors outside of the palace at the cost of an extra 100 baht. After renting the suitable clothing from one of the vendors outside, I then approached the main gate once again, only this time to be told that my video camera and equipment was not allowed to be used within the grounds of the palace. No explanation was given to the reasons why you are not allowed to video with a video camera within the grounds of the palace. However, they were very insistent that I put the equipment away before they allowed me entry, and by this point, as you can well understand, I was starting to feel a little bit disappointed, not to mention puzzled, as I could clearly see people in front of me videoing the area on their mobile phones. The palace is guarded by the Royal Thai Army, and not wanting to cause any issues, I put the equipment away. So unfortunately guys, I wasn't able to capture any suitable footage. I did try to capture some footage on my mobile phone, but as I wasn't using my gimbal, I don't feel that the footage is suitable to use. Would I recommend visiting Bhubing Palace? Well, overall guys, I was left feeling a bit disappointed, as you can well understand. The palace and the grounds themselves are very beautiful. However, access to most areas inside the palace is extremely limited to the general public, and there is no access to any of the palace buildings that I could see. So unfortunately, taking all this into account, Bhubing Palace is not somewhere I would recommend to visit, and if you're looking to visit a palace in Thailand, then the only palace I would recommend at the moment is the Grand Palace located in Bangkok. The replacement scenes I have used for the palace was shot in Chiang Mai's public park, which is situated in the southwest corner of the old city. The park itself is very well looked after and also has a very nice coffee shop. The park can make a great place to come and visit in the morning for exercise or just to pass an hour or so away. Well guys, after I left Bhubing Palace, I decided I would make my way towards the summit of Suthep. You can actually drive almost all the way to the summit of Suthep mountain. However, care needs to be taken as you make your way along the road towards the summit, as the road is in very poor condition. Once you arrive at this point, you are approximately 2 kilometers from Suthep's summit. This is as far as you can go by vehicle. The summit needs to be accessed by foot. If you are intending to visit the summit, there are clearly marked signs saying that you must return to this point no later than 5 p.m. And I'm sure the reasons for this is it would be very easy to get lost on the mountain once it starts to get dark. Unfortunately, I didn't arrive until 4:30, and to be honest, the weather was not great at the time of my arrival, so I decided not to go any further. There are a couple of viewing points along the road, and I managed to capture a few really nice shots looking out from the mountain. However, these were not filmed from the summit, and I can only imagine the view from the summit must be something spectacular. There is also a campsite situated on Suthep mountain, which I believe is approximately 2.5 kilometers from the summit, for anybody wishing to spend time on the mountain. Well guys, I thought I would take a break from the temples and cover some of Chiang Mai's markets. Chiang Mai is well known for having some really good markets, and of course there is the night bazaar, which runs most nights I believe, but the market we're looking at today is the Sunday market, which is a really large market that's held every Sunday within the walls of the old city. The market itself is fairly easy to find if you make your way into the old city, and then you can either look for Ratchadam Noom Road or Wat Phra Singh Temple as the entrance to the market, or one of the entrances should I say, to the market is opposite Wat Phra Singh Temple. But this market is one of the largest markets that I have visited outside of Bangkok, so there are actually several entrance and exit points to this market. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you can do this by clicking the icon on the lower right hand side of the screen. Alternatively, clicking the subscribe button below the video. It's totally free, so don't forget to subscribe. Once you have entered the market, the choice on offer is staggering, and I think that most things that you could want is probably covered here. Of course, food is a big part of the markets in Thailand, and this one is no exception, with what seems to be an endless choice of food covering different nationalities and styles. So my best advice would be come to the market hungry. And as this market takes place in the streets of the old city, there are loads of restaurants that can be visited while walking around the market. One of the things that constantly amazes me when walking around the markets in Thailand are the array of unusual products that can be found. Such as the clocks made from Pepsi cans and also the rubber band gun, which I found very unusual and very interesting. And it seems that the Thai people really do have a flair for making things out of something unusual. One of the things I really liked about this Sunday market in Chiang Mai was the vast array of different products that I hadn't come across when I had visited other markets in Thailand. One of the other big pluses about this market being held in the streets of the old city is the market overspills into lots of different temples, meaning the setting for the market can sometimes be very beautiful. Plus, you get the benefit of taking in the market and the temples at the same time.
เพื่อทำให้บรรยากาศในการท่องเที่ยวถนนคนเดินจังหวัดเชียงใหม่เอาเสื่อม
Well guys, we are about to take a look around Wat Chedi Luang temple, and this being one of Chiang Mai's most important temples and best known for the massive and very impressive Chedi. There is a small entrance fee of 40 baht, and the temple is located in Chiang Mai's old part of the city on Ratchadam Noon Road. The first building you will approach after paying for your entrance ticket is a male-only building. As you can see, this building is very lavishly decorated inside. If you are enjoying the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. You will then approach the main sala, which has two beautifully decorated dragons either side of the staircase leading to the main building. The main sala has a very impressive interior, with its round columns supporting a high red ceiling which houses a standing Buddha. Made of brass, alloy and mortar, the Buddha dates back to the 14th century. And in the past, this temple has had the great honor of housing the Emerald Buddha, the holiest religious object in Thailand. Once you have finished viewing the main sala, you will need to make your way to the back of this building, where the main Chedi can be viewed. The temple dates back to 1391 and initially comprised of two more temples that were all merged into one. This temple is also known by the name of Chedi Luang, which means the Temple of the Great Stupa. The Chedi itself took almost a century to build. With construction starting in 1391, the Chedi was finally finished in 1475. The structure is 60 meters tall by 44 meters wide. When it was originally completed, the structure stood at 120 meters tall. Unfortunately, in 1545, a massive earthquake struck Chiang Mai, partially destroying the Chedi. Despite its ruined state, the Chedi still has several Buddha shrines and remains an active place of worship, frequented by saffron-robed monks. The Chedi has 4 large staircases leading up, one on each side. Each staircase is guarded by mythical creatures called Nagas. At the top of the stairways are niches where Buddha images are enshrined. Also sharing the grounds at Wat Chedi Luang is another temple called Wat Phan Tao. Its wooden vayan has beautiful carvings around the doorways and roof lines and contains a large reclining Buddha. The vayan is entirely made of teak wood and in the past served as a throne hall. It is now where the sacred Phan Tao Buddha image is enshrined. Well guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you can do this by clicking the on-screen logo now. Alternatively, you can click the subscribe button below the video and don't forget to click the little bell icon so you don't miss any of my forthcoming videos, and I hope you have enjoyed the videos covering my visit to Chiang Mai. My next upcoming video will be covering the nightlife in Patong. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.